All right, I'm going to go ahead. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Part of our April is Affiliate Month series. We're going to begin the ball rolling today with our very own Peter. Hello, Peter. How are you today? We have
I'm very good, thank you.
The Termite Guy here going to get us caught up with all things termites. So I appreciate everyone coming on board. Peter, go ahead and take it away and tell us what we'll be learning today.
Oh, good morning, Downey Association Realtors. Hope everyone is well today. We are the Termite Guy, and we're going to start our little presentation. Thank you, Joey, for allowing us to be here and do our presentation. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
This is an educational presentation, and hopefully you'll walk away with some better understanding of what goes on in the termite industry. We'll start with the video.
This video.
Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll go into our presentation. 75 years ago, the average house cost was $6,420. A new car would cost you only $710. Milk was 5 cents a quart. Gasoline was 12 cents a gallon, and bread was 9 cents a loaf, and postal stamps were 3 cents. The average income was $1,321 a year. Far cry from what it is today. Owners view their homes that are on for sale as such. This is how the buyer sees the home. And this is how the lender views the home. This is how the appraiser sees the home. And of course, the tax assessor views it totally different than everyone else. What is a termite? A termite is an insect which eats dead wood and sometimes referred to as a white ant. What is the life cycle of a termite? Queens live approximately 10 years and produce over 500 offspring yearly. This is the life cycle of the termite. They start as a winged termite. They fly and they land on a piece of dead wood. They are a king and a queen. They choose their mates. They break off their wings. They go into the wood. They lay their eggs, which develop into larvae, which develops into nymphs, and 3 different types of termites. There's the worker that actually eats the wood. There's the soldier that guards the colony because the ants will attack termite colonies. That's why they have soldiers to guard the colony. And the reproductives. And the cycle starts over again. This is what a piece of wood looks like that has been attacked by termites. You'll notice that on the far top right-hand side of what you're looking at are the channels that the termites create as they're eating, and they go back and forth to where they're eating back to the colony to feed the colony. When it gets very crowded inside of the tunnels that they're eating through, because they deposit their fecal matter in those tunnels, kind of like the 405 freeway at 5:30 in the afternoon, it gets a little jammed up. So they kick a hole in the side of the wood, and you'll see the center picture down below that, where you see their kick out, where they're pushing out their fecal matter. And there's a soldier standing there guarding that kick out hole so no ants will come in. And the final photo on the left is an actual drywood termite, very distinguished looking, with a red head, a black body, and 4 wings. This is the subterranean termite. This is what we find in the wood. It kind of looks like a rib cage, but it's actual termite tunnels that they're eating through. They create mud tubes, which you see in the center top photo, with mixing their moisture with dirt and sand, and they create a tunnel that they actually go through from into the wood from their colony. And they work 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. There's no sick days, no vacation days. The subterranean termite has a black head and body, and also has 4 wings. We also have a mold and roof repair. So if we break any tiles during fumigation, we will come back and replace them. This is some of the things that we see underneath homes and in home walls when we break them open and we repair them. This is dry rot and moisture, created by moisture and mold. How many insects are there in the world? There are 10 quadrillion. That's a number 10 followed by 18 zeros. The question I get sometimes is people will tell me, well, I have this insect that has a head and a body and 2 legs, and can you tell me what it is? No, I cannot, because there's that many different insects in the world. So I always ask them to bring me the sample and I will be able to identify it. This is a preparation video for the fume. They are describing it. Maybe the voice is not on.
If you have any questions, call 877-TERMITE or 877-837-6483.
Sorry, there was no sound on the video. I apologize for that.
Hi, I'm the Termite Guy, and I'm here to help you prepare your home for fumigation. Let's see what we need to do.
Yes, there is.
First step, water the soil and plants of
Now I hear it.
to 18 inches from the outer walls of your home to protect outdoor plants and shrubs. Let's not get distracted, Dad. Now, cut back foliage, shrubbery, and landscaping at least 18 inches from the structure to allow room for tarps. Oh, wow. That's impressive, but not necessary. Now let's go to the garage. Cars and vehicles may be left inside your garage, but must be fully accessible. Okay, that's also unnecessary. We just need you to roll down all windows. Much better. Move all potted plants at least 18 inches from the outer wall to allow room for tarps. This includes removing all plants from your home as well as those on the outdoor patio. Is that a real plant? Just checking. Let's head inside. Remove mattresses completely enveloped in plastic, such as baby mattresses with waterproof covers. Open drawers, cabinets, closets, and safes. This will allow the fumigant gas to pass through every space. Make arrangements for overnight accommodations for you, your family, and pets, as the fumigation takes 3 days and 2 nights. Wait, you're supposed to be looking for a hotel. Let's not get distracted, Mom. Before fumigation, start cooking or eating the food in the house, so you'll have less food to bag. What? All this prep work makes me hungry, and the food has to go somewhere. Grandma's doing her part. The next part of the video is very important. Please pay attention. Only use Nylofume bags. We will provide these to you. While bags are still empty, place one inside another. Now fill the inner bag with your items. Do not overfill. Bag all foods, medicines, and ingestible items that have been previously opened or that do not have a factory seal. This includes spices in the cabinet or spice rack and food in the refrigerators and freezers. Food items in cans, glass jars, plastic and glass bottles with the original factory seal do not have to be removed. All corked wine bottles need to be stored on their sides. Grandma, are you going to finish that wine? If not, we have to double bag it. Any other food and medicines in plastic containers, bags, or cardboard boxes must be double bagged even when the factory seal is intact. Don't forget, sweetener packets, condiments, or Keurig cups must be double bagged. After the inside bag is full, twist the top and double it over. This is called a gooseneck. Secure it with tape to seal. Repeat this procedure with the outer bag. Test the bag by gently pressing against the bag and checking for air leaks. No air should be able to escape. You can leave the bags on your counter. Once you have double bagged all the items in your fridge and freezer, you may leave them there during the fumigation process. It is helpful to take the shelves out first. For security purposes and your peace of mind, we recommend that you install indoor security cameras with motion sensors. If you do choose to leave your alarm on, we will need the deactivation code. On the day of fumigation, evacuate all people and pets from the structure. See, that wasn't so hard after all. If you have any questions, call 877-TERMITE or 877-837-6483. Thank you.
Sorry about I apologize for the sound, but we got it now. Hope everyone can hear me. The property management company is also things that we do, HOAs for apartment buildings and condominiums. Some of the questions that we get are, what does TTG stand for? It's, of course, the Termite Guy. And people remember 3 letters more than anything else, like the USA, UPS, area codes. So we are a general contractor, a roofing contractor, and we do fumigations. Measurements. People always say, well, I have a 2,000 square foot home. What's it going to cost to fumigate it? And we have to go out and measure the home cubic feet, which is different than the square footage. Cubic feet is measured by the width times the height times the length. And then we give you cubic feet. We include the garage, patio cover, the attic, and all attachments, which is not included in square footage. The different types of termites are drywood termites, subterranean termites, dampwood termites, and Formosan termites. We in this area have basically drywood termites, which live in the structure. That's why we fumigate the house, and subterranean termites that live in the soil. And for that, we treat the soil around the perimeter of the house. What do termites do? What does the treatment do? The treatment actually protects the structure from being destroyed, because the termites will eat every single piece of wood in the structure if they go let their lifespan. Dry rot and fungus disease is caused by moisture, which is in the wood. Prices, there's no actual menu price. Every company has their own price list, and some companies are more expensive than others. I always say there's no price that is cheap. Cheap work is not good, and good work is not cheap. All of our fumigations have a 5-year warranty on them. Handyman versus a general contractor. I know homeowners like to save money and hire a handyman. However, a handyman is not licensed in the state of California. Therefore, if there's an issue, to get back to the handyman, sometimes they don't answer their phones, or they won't come back and finish the job properly. We recommend, if you don't want to use the termite company that you're working with, you want a general contractor, we recommend that the man, whoever comes in, has a general contractor's license. We also have a general contractor's license. Most inspectors will not sign off on handyman work. However, we will sign off on another general contractor's license. There are different types of licenses, and we are licensed by the Consumer Affairs Department up in Sacramento, the same as you as a real estate agent is licensed in the same department. We have inspectors, applicators, operators, and fumigation. We have all of the licenses necessary to take care of the termites. As I said earlier, we also are a general contractor, and we have a roofing contractor's license. So if we break any roof tiles during a fumigation, we will go back out and replace those roof tiles. At no extra charge, we will replace up to 50 roof tiles. After that, we will negotiate with the homeowner. We've been in the business for over 26 years. We recommend that you request the inspection before the house goes on the market and before it goes into escrow. That way, anyone, the buyer and the seller, knows the costs, what they're going to be before they go into escrow. Inspection report. The inspection reports, the front page of this report has the inspector's name and contact information. So if you have any questions on the report, please contact the inspector. He's readily available. He was there at the house. He knows what went on in the house, and he'll be able to answer your questions. Other questions regarding the paperwork, please feel free to call the office for any information. Sections 1 and 2 on the report. Section 1 items are items that are generally requested to be replaced or repaired, which include termites and any damage to wood. Section 2 items are items like water stains and are not generally requested. They're negotiable with the buyer and the seller. After we fumigate a house and warranty it for 5 years, we have an annual control policy. The cost is based on the size of the home and what it would cost to fumigate that house 10 years down the road. Second opinion, yes, you can ask for a second opinion. You can get another company to come out and give you a second opinion, or we can send a separate inspector out for a second opinion. Why do we wear white socks? Because we go into many houses that have pets, and some of the pets have fleas. The fleas will jump on the legs or on the ankle or where the socks are. So when we go outside, we can shake off those fleas so that we don't take them to the next house. Please always request a termite inspection to protect yourself, your broker, your buyer, your seller, and your office. This is a fumigation video on what we do during fumigation, the process.
How to stop buffering issues anywhere, anytime, instantly. Internet providers.
We can hear it, we just need to see it. We need to see the video, Peter. There's no video.
Sorry about the video, I'm having trouble with it. We'll skip that part and move on to the
Attention.
next.
The following video is a serious financial warning from one of America's richest.
Get rid of it.
I know, but I'm not able to get rid of it.
Skip it, yeah. Skip it.
Start the video. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Move to the next screen. I apologize again for the video. Hope you all can hear me. The termite inspector is an expert witness. If you ever are sued by someone and you need an expert on the termite inspection, the inspector will be happy to go to court with you. They are available. Avoid any problems you may have by scheduling a termite inspection early before opening escrow. Complete any work before the broker preview. Contact a condo HOA before scheduling a termite inspection, because most HOAs have a termite company that they have a contract with. Schedule the work as soon as possible. You don't have to worry about how we get paid, because we don't get paid until after the escrow is closed. The inspector's contact information is at the bottom of the report on the first page of the report. If you're not happy, you can ask for a second opinion, or I'll be more than happy to take you to McDonald's and buy you a Happy Meal. We are a company of many facets. There's one goal: to close your escrow. To contact us, it's 1-877-TERMITE or 877-837-6483. Also available on the internet at 877termite.com. You can schedule an inspection at any one of those two ways. Thank you for your attention. Are there any questions?
Yes, we actually had a few questions. We have, when should the inspection be scheduled?
As soon as possible. Generally, we ask that the inspection be scheduled when you sign the document to put the house on the market. That way, we can do the work or have the report ready before anyone goes out to see the property.
And then we have, can you clarify a little bit more on what that inspection process looks like?
The inspector will come out, do a walkthrough of the property, measure the property, and identify any termites that are in the structure, and give you a full written report within 24 hours after the inspection.
And is the inspection costly?
The inspection generally is $100. Once you start using that particular inspection, in this case, Andre is the inspector for that area. And once you start using him on a regular basis, he will forego the $100 inspection cost. If there's any work to be done, we don't charge for the termite inspection. It's included in the work to be done.
And then how about, how long is the inspection estimate for?
It's good for 3 months.
I also got another question coming in that says, how much does the certificate cost?
To certify the property, if we do the work, we don't charge for that. That's included in the work price. If it's a clear property and you need the clearance for escrow, then we charge $100 for that.
I also have a question from a member. Do you cover properties in Antelope Valley?
I'm sorry, I didn't get that. Repeat that.
Do you cover properties in Antelope Valley?
Yes, we have an inspector that goes out there. Andre, did you have anything you wanted to add? You can unmute yourself. You are the inspector for the area. Or maybe Joey can unmute you.
If Andre's here, he definitely can unmute and show his own video. I'm also getting another question in. It says, if after the inspection you offer a tent up, but client does not want to spend that, what do you recommend to a client as a less costly option?
Does not want to do, I'm sorry, I didn't understand the question.
It says that if after the inspection you offer a tent up, but the client does not want to spend that amount, what do you recommend to a client as a less costly option?
To not tent the property?
Yes.
It obviously depends on the situation itself. If there is, just say, if they have a significant amount of evidence, we could do heat treatment plants. I could give you second options on that, meaning that if you're just like in the attic, we could heat treat the attic, or we could do another option that's like a treatment plan. It's really it really depends on the situation. Every house has their different problems. So yes, we can give you second options if you don't want to fumigate the structure.
Thank you, Andre. I got another question. It says, what areas usually have termites in the house?
The attic, garage, or any place where there's dead wood. But those are the areas we find mostly. Do you have anything to add to that, Andre?
Yeah, just like I said, majority of areas, a lot of the exterior areas, especially in LA, beach areas, you always find them on the fascia boards, the eaves, a lot in the garage, exposed framing. I'm usually walking in there and they're just riddled with termite droppings. But those are like the main locations I'm usually finding termites evidence.
How toxic is the treatment for kids and children to be around the area afterwards?
There's no toxicity left behind. The way the fumigant is designed, it dissipates in the thin air when we remove the tarps. And we also have a vent man that goes in with the meter that reads the oxygen inside the structure, and then he releases it for re-entry.
Do you clean up any pests after the termite work?
Any what?
For instance, like a rat or anything that's left after the termite work, do you clean up any of the pests?
Andre, have you run into that situation?
Normally, the only thing we do clean up if you have like termite evidence as termite droppings in the attic, we'll come back and clean up the termite evidence. But in regards to like dead rodents, we don't really touch that, just specifically termite only.
I appreciate both of you guys coming on. That seems to be the end of the questions. I know Peter may have had something for some of our viewers or for a viewer of ours.
Yes, we have a $25 Amazon card we're giving away for the third person that can answer in the chat. How many stripes are there on the American flag, and why is that not what it is?
How many stripes and why?
Correct.
All they got to do is put that in the chat bar.
Yes.
I have the third commenter being Michael Gonzalez, but he only put the number. He didn't put why. So I have the third person who put why as Luis Sanchez, said 13 colonies for the, or 13 for the different colonies. That's
absolutely correct. So if you'll send me his email address, I will send him the $25 Amazon card.
Fantastic. Go ahead and drop that email, Luis, in that chat box as well, and be sure to get that over to you.
Thank you.
And once again, I want to thank everyone for joining us today for our first in our series installment of April is Affiliate Month. I want to thank Peter and Andre for coming out and giving this presentation. I appreciate you, Peter. Thank you once again.
And we can thank Trina also for help setting it up.
Yes, thank you, Trina. I know you're on here as well.
And thank you again, Joey, for all your help. Appreciate it.
Of course, and of course, if anyone has any questions on this class or any of the future classes coming on, they can be sure to reach out to us here at the board or get on over to one of our social media accounts, Facebook, Instagram, or our website. Once again, everyone, have a greater DAOR day. Thanks again, Peter. Thank you, Andre, and I will talk to you guys soon.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Bye.